Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I think I'm going to start working on the compact fusion. This is going to take a little while, and I want to get that done. I think I'm going to do that. And thankfully, the Tier 1 fusion, or the compact fusion, isn't too bad. It does require 48 of the fusion things, but a lot of this stuff is pretty easy at this point. Crafting up some of the atomic catalyst here. I haven't really looked to see. Oh, we have 2 million. It's like I haven't really looked to see how much of this stuff we are going through, but it looks like you do get like 32 or 64 of those per craft, so you get a lot. But yep, that is just chugging along. I am pretty happy with that Niquata fuel thing. It does require a lot of plutonium and uranium, but once you get it going, it is pretty cool. I would like to upgrade it as well to the Tier 4, but that is a little bit more MK is what I'm looking for. I can find it. Nope. Oh, there it was. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I still need to figure out how I'm going to do that and how I'm going to get the praseodymium, because that does require the liquid thorium. There somewhere. I can't remember where. It's century. Yeah, thorium depleted. So you do get a decent amount. We'll get per bucket. You get 64 in a bit per bucket. The problem is you can't, if I'm like crafting up the fuel in there, then I can't really use it to craft up the thorium fuel, and you also need to, I'll need another heat exchanger, or not a heat exchanger, a neutron activator. So a lot of stuff that goes into that. Plus I need to upgrade the fuel thing to the next tier up. And that's like its own thing. I think they're advanced. Is it advanced? Yeah. I think it's these, is the tier 2. So, yeah, that's its own thing. Although we do have the component assembly line that can do these components. But yeah, that is pretty expensive. Alright, so got a little distracted there. As we can see, though, we are just crafting this up. I did switch over the superconducting coils. I switched them over to UHV superconductor wires now. I figure we are getting the discount now on the UHV, the pumps. Yeah, we're getting discount on the wires now, and you just need so much less for the superconductor coils. All right, so that is that. Unfortunately, we won't be using the confusion, the reactor. We won't be using this one. We're basically just going to craft this up and then scan it for the 2, and then we'll craft up the 2, and then we'll just scan that for the 3, and then the 3 is what we're actually going to be using. So yeah, I figured let's get that working as I am working on other things. And it's always fun to push the base and see where any like deficiencies are in the base. Which reminds me, I really need to do... I need to fix my liquid helium. That just doesn't produce it fast enough at all. So I'm crafting up 48 Mark II fusion reactors. And yeah, this is a decently expensive recipe. I was like, oh wow, we need 9600 crystal SOCs. But yeah, it's just working. Oh wow, 147. I didn't look at what really went into this, to be honest, but now I'm like, wow, this is quite expensive. A lot of molten europium as well. I think it's for the, yeah, 384 motors, 128 field generators. But all right, so that is just crafting up. I did need, there is a couple things I needed to make recipes for. I don't have a recipe for this one yet, but I do have the recipe for the ingots. Am I running out of, no, I have room for 2 more. All right, so we got that. Now this, I've never crafted up high durability compound steel. I haven't even looked at the recipe, so goodness, I'm trying to do that one. There we go. Yeah, I haven't looked at this yet, so I'm assuming it's not too bad, but you never know. All right, what are we looking at here? So that, I'm assuming, bird it. Oh man, that's annoying. You do get 33 from it, but that is definitely annoying. That Magneto stuff is, because I don't have that Praso, whatever that. One second, let me do this. My goodness. There we go. I was trying to get the, I think I did that a bit funny, but all right, there we go. So 11. Good. Do have room for 3 more pattern upgrades too on that. So this high durability. How many? I don't actually know if, I think just one. Yeah, we just need the 8 ingots. So it's just for the actual thing. So it's not something I really need a ton of. Wait, I've crafted this up before. Don't remember doing that. Oh yeah, it's right there. I didn't recognize that one at all. Alright, just kidding. We do have some of that. Alright, so it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this stuff is just kind of annoying. Because it requires this press stuff, which is only from that one planet, and I don't think you can get it. Yeah, it's just from Ross 128b. I don't have a void miner there. It's just such a random one of 4. And I'm pretty sure there is no other way to get it. I don't think there's like a B for it or anything like that. But thankfully, we only needed a little bit of it. I've just gone up and mined out a vein with just manually. I've even done it. I didn't even bother with a miner to do it. But all right, so I think we're good with that. Let me just double check. Got everything for it. Yep. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I'm already crafting up part of it. I just wanted to see if I had every recipe, and we do. All right, so there is that one. I do have the thing scanned, and it's over by the assembly line ready to go. So, all right, while that's doing that, fortunately, it's a bit hard to craft stuff up when I'm doing a big craft like that. I do need to... Ooh, lots of stuff going on. I need to replace this. And I need to... I'll probably do the wireless. Although I don't know if I actually... I don't think this... Well, maybe if I upgrade it. I was like, I don't know if we ever need to turn it... I just don't want it voiding the P50, this stuff. Because if it's running and it's not producing the stuff, it'll void it. But yeah, I just need to replace this. Alright, got the Compact Mark II. Let me get data stick and scan this one for the final scan. Now, this one is a little more complicated, but I think I have... Oh, I thought I had a recipe for it, didn't we? I thought we made a recipe like a while ago, actually. So I could see what went into it. I don't know why sometimes this doesn't want to... It like doesn't want to show all of them. Kind of annoying. But they're UV tier. Because I have to separate them. Thankfully, we can just go off the bookmarks. I was always crafting them, the parts up to do the recipes, but I totally didn't even think about just saving the things for it. All right. Well, we just got all these high computation things sorted out, so hopefully, other than the, 48 fusion reactors that we need, yes, I knew that was going to be an issue because we are going through it and we're not actually producing it fast enough. All right, I do have just a couple recipes that I need to... Actually, it's right there. And that, unfortunately, I can't. That one doesn't let me... Like, I can't... If the recipe's in there, like, sometimes you can do, like R and get the recipe, but for some reason, it doesn't work with the fluids. Gonna have to throw another pattern thing in there. All right, and then that one, but the I'm gonna have to do something about this. I don't know if I mentioned, but I am turning the fuel back into from that thing. I don't even know if it's actually still running anymore. Yeah, but I'm turning this fuel back to get the dust back. But I'm not producing it fast enough with these recipes. Although, wait a second. Did I just... I thought I pulled that recipe. Hold on. I thought I pulled that recipe out. There was... I switched those. I could have sworn. Yeah. Dust to ingot. Did I never... Like, how is that recipe still in there? It knows... Hold on. Now I'm getting myself confused here. Because it shouldn't know the... Like, what does it need that for? Usually that was for producing a lot of ingots, but... Yeah, the only use for that was... Oh! I'm using it for those, aren't I? Hmm. Wait, that's just, you know, how many of those are we? Dang it! We need 32,000 of that. How many of those are we making? Where are you? I don't see it. Alright, let me search that. I don't know why it is using so many of those. I mean, that shouldn't be... Yeah, it's not... Why would it need 20,000 of those? I feel like it's doing something. Is it the chemical reactor recipe? It should just be smelting that dust. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Hold on. Would it be easier if I did input and see where... Yep. Apparently, never took that recipe out. Alright, so I think that may have fixed it, because I think I set it up to produce the dust, not to do that. I didn't realize I had 2 recipes for that in there. Okay, I still need 10,000 of that. But, okay, I sorted that out, though. I need to speed this up. Alright, which... Oh, we're out of sodium hydroxide. That's a problem. Yep, we sure are. Alright, we're out of sodium hydroxide, which we shouldn't be. Oh. Somehow I got sodium sulfate in there. Apparently I did that. And it emptied out. Yeah, apparently it emptied out, and then with the storage bus, which I didn't have a thing on it, put something in there and screwed up my thing. Alright, I used to have like 4 million in there. Whoops. Alright, we had a little minor issue right there. But right, sorted. Alright, so as we can see, I'm going to start crafting up parts of it as we are producing more of that. And we'll get the controller crafted up here. Okay, so I've gone ahead, got the controller for the Mark III, and I'm just trying to decide where I want to place this and what I want to use it for. And I'm thinking we might eventually replace our tin plasma with the compact fusion, but the only thing we would be using that for is obviously more power. But if I use it to craft up more tin plasma, basically we would be like, this is 12 infinity turbines. So we're basically, if I craft up another one of these, it's basically 100 million. Whereas that, with the Mark III fuel, produces 400 million. So I'm wondering if, like, going in on more tin plasma is really worth it at this point. I would probably rather ramp that stuff up instead. So I may actually use this for crafting. Now this is a 3x3. So I can't just like plop it down right here. It's not going to fit. So I'm going to have to move it outside. Maybe we'll have to throw it over here. I don't really want to put anything in the front. I kind of want to have the front main building, and then this will be, eventually, this is all going to get broken down. And like that will be the front. This is going to be moved too, is kind of what I'm thinking. I kind of wish I had designed it that originally. The only thing that's a bit inefficient with that is I can't use... If I do that and don't put anything here, I'm kind of wasting like part of the one side of the main line kind of thing. Whereas like, because that's like the main power network goes through there, so it's like it's kind of convenient using both sides of it. But yeah, maybe we'll throw it up here. It's a 3x3, like I said. And then we'll use this for like crafting and auto crafting is kind of what I'm thinking. For example, the living solder that we need, I'll probably redesign this as well. I think I made it too complicated. But yeah. And maybe the, like this is producing the tritanium. So let me throw this down. Yeah, I don't think out there would be good. This is another thing that I might replace it with the compact fusion. That's quite slow. I don't know if I even have that running at the moment. We could actually put it right here. A lot of this stuff doesn't need to be here. Okay, I am kind of curious. I'm gonna plop this down and just see how big this is. I gotta figure out where's the controller of this crazy huge multi-block. There it is. Is that, it's like 4 up, 5 up. I think that's 4 tall. I'm just kind of curious. If I put this here, move all this stuff away, I mean, this is basically just a few multi-blocks. And I'm going to redo these. Thinking maybe we should do that now. Alright, this is going to be hilariously big here, I'm sure. Alright, I have it the wrong way around. Do I have it too tall? Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be this high. Like, I could make that the bottom layer. This would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Although... that would save a lot on space, wouldn't it? If I did it that way. I don't know. That is a bit crazy. Yeah. So, alright. So it's not even going to fit out here. It's too big for this little area. Alright. Well. That's not going to go there. I think we'll have to just have it in its own area. Oh. Apparently we need to pick it up to get that. Base is getting big. That's for sure. We could always go up, but... Alright, let me figure out where I want to put this thing. And I'm going to start crafting up the casings for it as well. At least get those going. We could also use it to craft up Americium as well. We have plenty of Americium ingots, but maybe we'll do it... Yeah, maybe we'll do... crafting with that. So yeah, there we go. These are pretty easy. It just requires a bunch of Americium now, but it's not even that much. Alright, I'm just over by my line over here, seeing what we need to increase. Oh, I need to switch that out. So I need to make a bunch of those. I'm going to do that right now. Now that we have the circuit assembly line, these are cheaper. But I still need to craft up a bunch of them at first. The pumps, or is it robot arms? I don't remember which one that needs. All right, but I'll switch that out. And yeah, I think we can actually see, like, this is running permanently. This is what it's giving us, just the basic. Is this? I'm trying to, yeah, this is the, yeah, all right, so this is the basic. We are getting the concentrated enriched, but this is the main one that gives us that, not whatever, and then that. And this is running constantly, so this is actually the backlog. That's why this stuff is kind of pausing. So this single block is actually not the backlog for that. It's actually this. And as I was looking at these are actually all running as well. That's almost running continuously. That is, it's this. That's actually, I think it's this one that's actually the backlog, but it's almost running. All three of these are almost running continuously. So that means I'm producing with the speed that we are going. We're almost producing this as fast as these can do. Yeah, this is much, much quicker than we were before. Realize that's not, I hope that's not, like, I hope that wasn't voiding. All right, anyway, so that is, we're just kind of ticking away with that stuff, but it's not super quick. All right, I have gone ahead and decided, I think I'm going to place it actually over here. So I'm going to fill in here with this thing. And I don't actually know where I'm going to power from, if I'm going to power from here or over there. But I was actually thinking, I actually don't need these centrifuges right here. These are producing this seaweed. Oh, that's not running. Why is that not running? Oh, probably, it's probably one of the things I broke when I was fixing all the main line. I thought I got everything, but I missed that one. Hello. Okay, we have 470,000 seaweed. That's how long that's not been running. That's hilarious. I haven't been struggling with seaweed, but I didn't realize we weren't producing. Yeah, we have 19,000. But, whoops. All right. So what I was thinking is I could actually move these. And I was thinking probably redoing this one and maybe moving those to here. Actually, all that can be moved to here. And redoing how this is all gets powered is what I'm thinking. Yeah, but having this back here kind of fills this area in. Now, the one thing I am not fully sure with, and we'll figure this out when we start building this. I'm going to do this, obviously, autocraft or auto placing this, but I don't have all the things yet to start auto placing it. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for it. But one of the things is the hatches. I don't know if we actually have to. I don't know if we actually have to place every single input hatch. So you can see the one are input hatches and output hatches. They share. I don't know if you can like place casings like you can with a regular one. I don't know if that's a valid block because I can't, like I said, I can't start placing this yet because I don't have everything for it. I don't have the coils that are going to go through the middle of this, which I need to actually start getting that done right now. That is a precise assembler recipe. So I believe it's the advanced fusion coils that we're going to use. Yes, advanced. We need 560. So this is no joke either. I mean, this is a complicated multi-block. But this is the reason I wanted to get all this stuff fully automated as well. I know I have all those. I don't know if I have both of those, but I think we should be good if I just place this over here. With our much simpler auto crafting. Bad. It's just 2 storage buses. That's hilarious. I was like way overcomplicating it. Although sometimes I did kind of want all the fluid to go into the subnet instead of sitting in the main thing with nowhere to go. Oil. Oh, I do have everything for that. I wasn't sure if I had those 2 recipes for these, but apparently I did. Yes, so we need 560 of those, which means, you do the math, we need 1,500 fusion coil blocks. Which is one of the reasons I wanted to upgrade our component assembly line so we could upgrade the superconducting coils to use less resources. So there is a little method to all my madness, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping we don't need to put input hatches in every single one. But this does kind of show you need 32 input hatches, although it doesn't show output hatches, so maybe we don't. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet. This is gonna take me some crafting time. But yeah, we'll get that up and running, and I was actually thinking maybe we will upgrade more turbines. I don't know. We'll have to see. So this is kind of like a part 1 of our build, the compact fusion reactor. So we'll get this built next episode, and we'll get it going. Anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching, Dad. Have a good one.